Now we're going to turn to Michigan State University, tackling an institutional problem that led to a national scandal involving disgraced former gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. Years after survivors began publicly demanding accountability, the school has changed how reporting is handled. 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaykhet is sitting down with the new interim president of MSU to find out what additional work is taking place to support survivors.
There's not really any sort of stigma towards it anymore.
On the campus of Michigan State University.
There's definitely a lot of resources out there that you can use to, reach out if you need help.
We asked students like 19-year-old Melina Dumitrascu from Troy about their thoughts involving institutional changes in the wake of the Larry Nassar sexual abuse scandal. Do you believe that MSU has made progress in making the environment safer and more comfortable for something to be reported?
I do think that they have a lot of options. They have made improvements and they try and keep us as safe as possible.
In a public outcry for years, countless athletes have spoken out about being sexually assaulted by the former gymnastics doctor, now serving decades in prison, and their complaints being dismissed. Having admitted to mistakes, MSU agreeing to pay more than $500 million in settlements for survivors since 2016. Now, new interim president Dr. Teresa Woodruff points to a center for survivors and other initiatives, bringing more transparency and resources.
We've been developing as a university a series of practices and policies and trying to change the behavior and culture. I'm happy with what we have seen in our survey and the outcomes, but I'm not satisfied.
We asked Dr. Woodruff about a most recent experience involving an editor of the university's student newspaper, publicly calling her own experience of reporting sex assault in November, quote, time-consuming and burdensome.
What steps are being taken to help someone like her?
I'm so sorry that that she had that experience. That's not what any of us want for her. She's right. We shouldn't have to learn from survivors how to engineer an institution like ours or any other institution to be able to do better.
Attorney Todd Flood, who represents survivors of disgraced former Dr. Larry Nassar, tells us they continue to closely monitor steps being taken here at MSU.
You don't want to be re-traumatized twice, 3 times, 4 times. That was part of our settlement, was making sure that there was a seat at the table for people to follow the process, survivors.
Flood telling us what feels like an epidemic across U.S. college campuses has awakened society to an incredible problem we must all work to fix.
I like the fact that the interim president says, hey, listen, we're going to improve continuously.
And that people are willing to listen to their story and believe them, because a lot of people are afraid that maybe people aren't going to think that they're telling the truth.
Dr. Woodruff says personally making regular visits to the school's Survivors Center is just part of her commitment to accountability and transparency. From East Lansing, Simon Shaykhet, 7 Action News.